Tellemtribe Tarot, daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another love reading. I hope you're feeling good, feeling great as always. This one is going to be for someone who is contemplating if they should be walking away from their relationship right now, and you just want some guidance of what life would be like, what next steps possibly should be, and I'm here to help. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. If you like to book a personal reading with me, you know, if your general reading didn't answer the questions and you just want to ask specific questions, go to tellemtribetarot.com and click the book a reading link to book a personal reading with me, or just send me a message at tellemtribetarot@gmail.com or Cherokee at tellemtribetarot.com. Whichever the case, to reach out regarding booking a reading, I'm here to help. General readings are general, so they may not resonate. Let's go ahead and get into this reading for you, Gemini. Sending you peace and love at this time. All right, so we have the Moon card, the Death card, the Fool card. Look at all of these majors coming out right away, Gemini. Look at this, the Tower. The Six of Swords. Yo, my voice croaked. This is crazy. I've never had anything like that. The Magician. It's not funny. This is a very terrible time for you because you're really trying to figure out what you should be doing. And I think Spirit is just, this is the first time where the cards are just so like in your face. And then on the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. So I feel like you're in a relationship with somebody that may be extremely manipulative. The roles can always be reversed, so reverse it how you see fit, but the advice is still the same. So let's just tap in. Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for Gemini at this time so that Gemini can make the best decision for themselves. Now, the question now is, should you leave the relationship even if you don't want to? So, Gemini, I'm going to sip my coffee really quick. Gemini, there are things in a relationship that are happening that you can feel, and there are things that are being kept from you that you've inquired about in this connection that you did not get the answers to. And I feel like you've been sticking around trying to get the answers so that you don't jump to conclusions. Like you've been looking for confirmation, and that's why you didn't really want to leave, because if you left now, and to explain it to someone who asks, you know, what happened, or even to explain it to yourself, what happened, you wouldn't really be able to explain it completely without having a backstory as to what got you to this point. You don't really understand how you got to this point. It's just sheer confusion. The things that are happening that led up to this point are the conversations that didn't happen, the actions that took place that seemingly were against you, but it's your person expressing their true authentic self, and they're not the most honest person in the world. I'm going to have to pull clarifying cards for each of these majors, because who knew that all of these major arcana cards are going to come out? So, should you leave the relationship right now, although you don't want to? It's looking like there's a lot of things that are being kept from you. Spirit is leaving this decision up to you because, first and foremost, how do you feel in the connection? Do you feel seen? Do you feel like you're heard? You're going to hear noise in the background. Y'all know what time it is. Need I say more? I live in an apartment, not a house. So the Illumination card is a card that's saying that you have to shift your perspective and look at things from a different angle. Look at how you feel from the outside looking in. Look at the advice that you would give to yourself if you were your friend and noticing the things that you were going through. What would the first thing be that you would say to yourself? And that is your answer, because I think you know. I'm going to pull another card because I'm looking for an actual minor. So we have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is saying that you've taken on this energy of being the peacemaker, being the one that makes sure that everything is coasting smoothly. You've been the one that's been walking on eggshells. You've been the one that's been taking the initiative to make sure that your partner doesn't feel uncomfortable with things that are happening in your relationship, but they have not been reciprocating these actions. So Gemini, with knowing that information and knowing that you have all these questions that your partner will not answer, you have a partner that's not opening up to you and providing you with this same King of Cups energy that's being nurturing and understanding, and not, not getting through in a way that's fair to you. What do you think is the best thing for you to do with this connection that you've been trying for so long, right? Okay, so we're going to move on. So Gemini, do you need help or support to give you the strength to walk away? And we have the Death card. If you don't walk away from this connection, you won't need help or support to help you to walk away. The universe is going to open the door for you. I think the universe is just leaving the door wide open for you to just walk right out of it. The Queen of Cups. You have a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is a motherly energy. This may be your mother, Gemini, or this can be an aunt, or this could just be someone that you've been confiding in via text. I feel like it was mostly via text because you don't really have the opportunity to speak on the phone to this person. That person is your support system. I feel like some of you have been seeing a counselor. You may not know what their zodiac is, but this is their energy, where they're very nurturing and they give you great advice, and they've been hearing about this experience that you've been having. But the universe is opening the door wide up for you, because I feel like for some of you, the person that you're with, they have pulled back as well. So that's like, hey, that's a signal. They are pulling back. And when they pull back, you don't squeeze harder. You need to pull back too. Because what? You've been expressing this King of Cups energy. Queen of Cups energy has been helping you, and nothing has been working. So when something is not working, why push the issue? But you do have help. You do have help. And if you walk away, you would gain a new perspective. You would gain a new chance at loving on yourself and starting this journey over on your own, so that you can experience new things with people who actually care about your well-being. It'll be a leap of faith. It'll be tough because you got used to someone that you've been dealing with for a while. You know what life looks like with them. You guys have your own little language that you speak. But when is enough enough? When you're dealing with someone who does not care about your well-being anymore, all they care about is how good they feel, and it just leaves you in the dust. So you starting over would be a beautiful thing. If you walk away, you would gain your respect, your self-respect, and your freedom. The Fool card is starting from the beginning. And that's a beautiful thing, Gemini. Starting over might be a timid thought for you because it's uncomfortable, but it will give you a true shot at being happy again. Now, what would you lose if you walk away? Well, you will lose quite a bit, because that's in the position of the Tower card. You might lose everything, Gemini. Some of you may have children. You may have someone who would fight you for the children. Very possible with that. Let's see this particular energy. The Four of Wands. You may feel like you be losing your family temporarily, but you have to do what you need to do to get yourself in a space where you can take your children or have some kind of custody arrangement if children are involved. But what you'd be losing is the family home, the togetherness that you had in the apartment or the house or the cottage or the barn or wherever the hell, the trailer, wherever you were living. You'd be losing access to that. You'd have to give the key back, of course. But you'd be losing this temporarily, and you would have so much more to gain, because it'll be a brand new journey for you. A brand new journey. The good thing is that you won't be losing your mind. Right? So, what you should be doing when you walk away is not looking back with the Six of Swords. If you see these butterflies here, you're free. You are looking at what's in front of you. I've seen that a lot of you have gone back to this connection time and time again, and it's out of fear. This time, by you walking away, you should literally do something that keeps you away. Join your support system. Join your prayer group if that's what you're into. You know, join other people who have recently walked away from relationships. Join Facebook groups if you have to. Join a camaraderie of women that support each other, or a camaraderie of men that support each other, whatever your situation is. And finally, Gemini, with the Magician card, what you need to do to prevent yourself from going back is to look at everything that you've been through. Look at the trickery that has been bestowed on you. Look at how unhappy you were and how you had to literally lose yourself almost in order to sustain your position in this connection. Look at the sacrifices that you've made. Look at how uncomfortable you felt. I'm going to pull a clarifier, the Judgment card. Look at all of the things that you had to sacrifice to get to this point, and you're still not in a space where you're completely happy. Your happiness was sacrificed for this connection, and it's time for you to make a decision that is selfish. It's time for you to be selfish so that you can truly be happy, Gemini. I know this is probably not what you wanted to do because you don't want to break your family apart. Excuse me. You don't want to mess things up. You don't want to be alone. But I'm here to tell you that sometimes you have to appreciate being alone in order to grow as an individual, so that you don't make the same mistake twice. You have to learn to love yourself so that you can love yourself enough not to stay in a connection that's shitty for this long of a time period. So I'm going to pull an oracle card to close this reading out for you, Gemini, and then we will talk again soon. Gemini, create a new path for yourself. Be inspired by the things that are put there to challenge you. Know that you are not alone and you do have a support system. Know that as long as you want something, it can certainly happen if you're willing. Know that you're not stuck. Your mind will keep you stuck if you don't take action to show your mind that you're serious and to show the universe that you're serious. Don't forget to journal and write down your feelings so that you don't lose yourself while trying to express yourself. And you can get through this by simply telling yourself, I deserve better. I deserve to be treated like a god, or I deserve to be treated like a goddess. And this is no circumstance for me. And you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. All right, Gemini. So drop a comment to say hello to a goddess, because you know I love it when you say hello. Subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and we'll talk soon. Love and light, tribe.